My name is Pastor Lekani Foshin. Today, by the grace of the Lord, we discuss on what I capture sex in marriage. That is, how to improve sex in marriage. Before I start today's podcast, I want to issue a disclaimer. If you are single, this message is not for you, but you can learn against your marriage. This message is basically for married couple. I'm not saying people that have not married that are just living together, married couple. So that's the set of people that I want to address today. So by the way of introduction, Proverbs chapter 5 verse 18 to 19, the Bible says, let your fountain be blessed and rejoice the wives of your youth. Let her be as a loving and be pleasant to you. Let her breast satisfy you at all times and be thou have pleasant in your wife. So the Bible did not leave us in a dark as regards sex in marriage. The Bible did not leave us in a dark as regards sex in marriage. In Genesis chapter 2, when God created, Genesis chapter 1, God blessed man. He said, be fruitful, be multiplied, and replenish the earth and subdue it. So one of the reasons why God created sex in marriage, number one, is for procreation. Number two is for enjoyment. But many people, what they always use their sex life for in marriage is for procreation alone. No. If your sex in marriage is only for procreation, you are denying yourself some other part of the enjoyment that's supposed to enjoy in your marriage. And this topic is a very sensitive topic that most pastors they used to share away from it. Some pastors will not even discuss things about sex. Meanwhile, church people they are doing sex. So it is better we discuss as a Christian so that our people can do it in a godly manner so that they will not go and learn what they are not supposed to learn. So that's why I'm doing today's video. So what the purpose of this video is to help our Christians, married couple to improve sex in their marriage so that they can enjoy their marriage, because one of the reasons why God created marriage is for enjoyment. So to improve sex in marriage, number one is that you need to know the state of your sexual life. Not knowing the state of your sexual life in marriage is a sign that your sex in marriage is not healthy. Sex in marriage is worth discussing. Sex in marriage is worth discussing. Many people are not enjoying their sexual life with their partners, which has pushed some of them into cheating on their spouse, which has resulted into divorce sometimes. Even as a matter of fact, one of the reasons why the rate of divorce is alarming today is because of sex. One of the reasons is sex. Maybe they are not enjoying their sexual life in marriage, maybe as a result of low libido, maybe there is a particular style they want their partner to be doing for them and they could not get it. So it has resulted even into unfaithfulness in marriage. But when we are equipped with the right knowledge, we to satisfy our partner as regard bedroom aspect of it. So to enjoy your sexual life in your marriage, you need to know the state of your sexual life in your marriage. You need questions like, baby, are you feeling me? When two of you are having intimacy together, you need questions like, are you feeling me? Are you enjoying it? Hope you are not uncomfortable. Hope you are what aspect, which area do you want you to touch to make you to have orgasm? So you need questions like that. Don't just assume. Sometimes, especially for man, you may be having intimacy with your wife with the saying that I'm doing better, not knowing that you are not doing anything. You need to ask your wife, baby, are you enjoying it? Are you feeling me? Which area do you want you to touch? You need questions like that. Is there any style that we have not been doing lately that you want us to be doing? So ask questions, such questions you need it. You need to know the state of your sex in marriage. How connected are you with me lately? You need questions like that. Are you connected to me? Are you feeling me as a God sex? Am I satisfying you? As a husband, you ask your wife. As a wife, you ask your husband, am I satisfying you? Are you enjoying this thing, or you are just enjoying it? Sex in marriage is not meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be enjoyed. So that is why you need to talk about it. Don't shy away from it. Sex can improve your relationship between you and your spouse if you are talking about it from a regular basis. Why do you need to talk about it? To know the state of your sex in marriage, so that if there is something that you are lacking behind, you'll be able to know how to adjust and how to make amendment or needs to satisfy your partner better. Number two, how to improve sex in marriage is that check your diet. Check your diet. Many people, especially this goes to men. As a man, you need to watch your diet if you want to satisfy your wife on bed very well. If you are not watching your diet, it can result into quick ejaculation sometimes. Although quick ejaculation sometimes it can be as a result of medical condition, but another thing that can contribute to it is your diet. When you watch your diet, it make you to be more stronger in bed. You make you to perform better. What you eat can impact your sex drive. What you eat can impact your sex drive. It can tell on your performance on bed. That is why you need to watch your diet. And even women also, you need to watch your diet sometimes. It's good for both parties. You need to feed on fruit. You need to feed on fruit. I'm not a medical practitioner, so I will not mention type of food that you need to feed on. For more further information, you can consult a doctor to guide you in that area. Number three, to improve sex in marriage is that lack of foreplay. Some people, especially man, they are only after where they are going. No, for instance now, men, they are sexual being. They are tendency, the man demand for sex more than women on the average. Or I know some women, they are more smarter, they are more demanding than their husband, yes, but that one is exceptional cases. So, and because you want to get something from your wife, don't just about what you want to get. Take your time, give her foreplay, ask her which area do you want her to touch so that you can have orgasm. Because sex, when you are the only one that are enjoying sex in marriage, you are a selfish person. Sex is meant to be enjoyed by both partners, both the husband and the wife. Both of them need to enjoy in it. Not if it is only one partner that's enjoying it, that relationship will have issue at the long run. That relationship will have issue at the long run. So men are not patient enough. They don't give room for foreplay. Sex is meant to be enjoyed by both of you. Not giving room for foreplay is cheating your wife or denying your wife the enjoyment in this thing. Always take your time. Always take your time to give room for foreplay. Don't just rush. Don't be in haste. This is meant to be enjoyed by both parties. That is why you need to ask questions. So when you are asking questions, you'll be able to know the sensitive parts that you can touch. If at all you are not, maybe you are a novice, you'll be able to know. By the time you are doing continuously, you'll be able to satisfy each other better. Another aspect to improve sex in marriage is that one person always initiates sex. Just as I said in my introduction, sex in marriage is meant to be enjoyed. So if it is only one partner that is always demanding for sex at all time, at the long run, that partner will be feel tired, or they may feel that you do not love them enough, or you are trying to reject them. So sex in marriage, anybody can initiate it. It's not necessary that it should be the husband that will initiate sex in marriage. The wife can initiate sex. Although some wife, they used to shy away from it, that why will I initiate sex? The man will be thinking that I'm a spoiled woman, and that no, he's your husband. And as a matter of fact, the day two of you get married, your body belongs to each other, so you can demand for it at any time. Don't wait for your partner to demand for it. Make it something that anybody can initiate, anybody can request for it. It's not, if it is one partner that's always requesting for sex in marriage, it can be tiring sometimes. So to improve sex in marriage, it should not be the work of one person. It should not be one-sided. It should be from both parties. The responsibility should be from both parties. The next point to improve sex in marriage, not putting your mind in it. When anytime you're having sex with your partner, let your mind be in it. I understand, especially for women, sometimes they may be tired. Maybe they have gone to work in the morning, coming back at home, cooking for the family. Now, the man is still asking for sex. Sometimes they may be tired, but at the same time, try as much as possible to ensure that you give the best when you are having intimacy with your husband. When you are having intimacy with your husband, you know, for you to enjoy sex, the mind, it has to be your mind has to be in it. When your mind is not in it, it will not be enjoyed again. It should just be like you are trying to enjoy it. You are trying to say, okay, just do what you want to do and get out. Sex requires that both of you put your mind in it if that sex must be enjoyed. Sex requires that both of you put your mind in it if that sex must be enjoyed. And I want to say this to help to enjoy sex in marriage. Always give an atmosphere that will allow your mind to be in it. You know, sex in mind is about mindset. It's related to our mind. If the house is not conducive, there is no way the mind will be in that sex. Maybe two of you have quarreled, you have fight, you have argued, you have had misunderstanding, and you want to have sex. There is no way your mind will be in that sex. So let your house be peaceful. Make your home to be a peaceful atmosphere. When there is peace in the house, there is no way there will not your mind will not be in that stress. And always try as much as possible to relieve each other from house choice. Try as much as possible to assist each other so that when you are having intimacy, your mind can be there. Because if you are work, and you are tired and so and your partner is asking for sex, your mind will not be there that please leave me, let me just sleep. And if you allow that, you just say do what you want to do and get out. But when you are helper to each other, you assist each other in doing some little things, at least to reduce stress, your mind will be in. So try as much as well to offer an helping hand for each other to improve sex in marriage. And research also showed that couples that have sex regularly in their marriage, they tend to be more friendly to each other than those that do not have sex regularly. Couples that have sex regularly in marriage, research also show that the rate at which they quarrel is very minimal compared to those that used to deny themselves sex in marriage. So if you want to be friend to your man, to your wife, adopt this strategy of having intimacy on a regular basis. On a regular basis. Having sex 1 month in marriage is nonsense. Although I understand that some situation can warrant it, maybe you are not together or because of a medical condition, that one is an exceptional case for few occasion. But when it is now become a normal routine that in your own marriage is only once in a month that used to have sex, that and at the long run, that there will be issue, there will be misunderstanding in that homes. So let your mind be in sex when you are having intimacy with your spouse at all time. The Lord will help us in the name of Jesus. Another point that I will also want to talk about to improve sex in marriage is that one partner do not have interest in sex or don't like sex. What do I mean by that? Sometimes in some marriages, maybe it is husband that likes sex, the wife may not like it. Some marriage, it is wife that will like sex, the husband may not like it. Whatever the case may be in your own home, I'm advising you need to change. You need to change or understand the reason why some people they don't like sex in my maybe sometimes it's because of health challenge. Some people maybe because because of their past, maybe they have experienced molestation in the past, some sexual molestation. Why some people maybe because of spirituality. Whatever case may be, you need to let go of your past. If it's your past that is making you to have and not having interest in sex, you need to let go of your past. You need to be healed of your past. Your past is your past, and your future is your future. Even Apostle he said, forgetting things which are behind me, reaching out to the thing ahead of me. So you need to forget of your past. You need to let go of your past. You need to be healed of your past so that your partner can get best out of you. And some people they thought sex in marriage is a sin. No, when the minute you get married to your wife or to your husband, you have legal rights and both the physical and the spiritual rights to ask to demand for sex at any time. Some people even think that maybe when they are fasting, they cannot have sex. There are different type of fasting. There are some fast that you can do that you say, okay, for this reason, for this social period, you will not have sex. And if what the reason the Bible says, and this kind of fast should not be too long, so that the devil will not tempt two of you. So the devil will not tempt two of you. So there are some fasts you can fast as a couple that even in the midst of that, maybe after you break in the evening, you can still have it. just ensure that when you are doing, when you are not break, you are still in fasting, you will not do it. But immediately you break, maybe in the evening, you can still have is your fasting do not stop it. But there are some fasting, maybe when you are doing it, it has to be without sex. But before you go to sex, that will involve that two of you will not have sex. It has to be from the consent of your spouse. If your spouse said no, you cannot fast, you don't have scripturally you don't have any right to fast at that moment, because the Bible said two of you must be in agreement. Two of you must be in agreement. So if the other partner say no, me, I'm not in support of it, no, because of spirituality, and you not denying your spouse sex, is like you are trying to tempt your spouse. And Bible did not support it that we should tempt our spouse. The Lord will give us understanding in the mighty name of Jesus. And the lastly for today to improve sex in marriage is that lack of emotional connection. Lack of emotional connection. Some people, they are not enjoying their sex in marriage because there is no connectivity between them and their spouse. Some of the reasons that can contribute to this is that maybe they marry someone they do not love or they do not like. Maybe their partner is not faithful to them. Maybe they find out that their partner is cheating on them, or maybe their partner is not responsible. But whichever way, maybe reason why you are not being connected to your spouse, maybe because of unfaithfulness. If it's unfaithfulness, let go of the past. Let go of the past, and two of you talk about it. Don't overlook it. Talk about it. If it's required that you a request for the intervention of the spiritual leader, maybe your pastor, why not? But if you find that your partners is cheating on you, forgive them and let them understand what they have done and see how you can correct it. That's number one. Number two, if it is on the ground of irresponsibility, if it's on the ground of irresponsibility, two of you need to sit down together and what are the major responsibilities in your house and share it. How two of you can be contributing to the family for well-being of the house. Whichever way, do not allow the devil to destroy your home because of sex. I don't understand what I'm saying better. Many couples, they are no more together today because there is no connection. There is no connection. And I used to advise single people, anytime you want to marry, don't marry someone that you do not love. Don't marry someone that you do not like. Don't marry someone that you cannot respect. And don't marry a toxic person. If you marry a toxic person, there is a tendency that there will not be connection between two of you in marriage, which can impact on your sexual life. If you marry someone that you do not love, for women release their body for someone that they loved. I'm not talking about those people that is doing it for money. I'm talking about a sensible person. They release their body for someone that they loved. So don't marry people because of money. Yes, you can consider money, but it should not be your major factors. If you marry someone that you do not love, there is a tendency that it will affect your sexual life and you may not enjoy your sex in that marriage. That is why you have to marry someone that you loved, so that there can be connection between two of you. And number three is that don't marry someone that you cannot respect. If you know, this one is for both parties. If you know that you cannot respect this person, there is no point marry them, because if you marry someone that you cannot respect, there is also a tendency that will also affect your sexual life in marriage. And anything that affects your sexual life in marriage, it will affect your marriage at the long run. It will affect your marriage at the long run.